welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 11th of July 2022 and we are on episode number 116. Anywhere you can find me is going to be down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today is also going to be down in the description box. What else do I normally say? Oh yes, and a big welcome to everybody. We have some new subscribers, so welcome, and always welcome to my lovely ones that have been there right from the beginning. Oh my gosh, yes, and it is hot, but I ain't moaning about the weather today. Well, I am, but not to you guys. So that's all I can say. Oh my gosh, it's even hard to craft. That's how bad it is. Look, and I've had a shower and I haven't even done nothing. You just take me as you find me, because that is my life, my attitude of life. Oh yeah, no, don't be doing with all that. But as I say, this week, hey. Well, as you all know, after I finished recording last Monday, the visit to my lovely Rebecca had been called off, unfortunately, but you know, she couldn't help it and she had to go somewhere very important, and thank goodness, and thank you, everything turned out okay. And so yeah, I was really happy with that. And then and then what else did we do? Let's think. Well, we haven't actually been anywhere. I've just gone out every now and again and do some shopping when needed, and I've just been crafting away as happily as I can be. When I can, to be honest. I haven't really been up here because it's just too, I ain't saying the word, it is just too, okay? But anyway, it's early in the morning. Yes, it is early in the morning. I have already got my first load of washing out. I've got some more to put in the machine and get done. And I would say, like, the normal thing is, like, you know, you run the hoover round, but I don't. I walk it round slowly. I did that way early this morning. So, oh my gosh. But yeah, even my, here he is. Yeah, he comes in on cue, doesn't he, my little boy? Even he's struggling. He is, ain't you, darling? Yeah, you're struggling, ain't you? Come and say hello, because all your fans, look, who's there? Look. But no, he's not enjoying this heat at all. He's just finding any cool spot to lay on, like the lino in the kitchen. He'll flop there, then he'll get up and flop in another part where it's cool. Yeah, he's not happy. Not happy teddy bear to do. No, don't do it. Oh well, anyway, let's go on, because we have a busy episode. I'm looking at my workbench and wow, that's all I can say. Okay then, right, so we have some knitting. I have a finished object, I have a new cast on, and something that I'm going to be casting on. I know. Two projects on at the same time, but we'll see. Crochet, I would have had my cardi finished, but it's so thick and heavy now. I managed to put up with it until Friday. And I just couldn't do no more. And I've also got a question that was left on last week's video about crochet from Lynn. So I will be answering that as well for you. We also have 4, and what have you been up to? My gosh, gorgeous work. And oh my gosh, yes, and the lovely Lorraine. Lorraine, I did laugh at your message. I really did. That was so funny. But she has actually given us some really good information that I can pass on to everybody, which would be really good. Let's have a look. And there was something else. Oh yes, and I have 2 nices spoiled this week. Oh dear. Right then, so let's hop right in, shall we? First of all, with the knitting. We'll do that way. Okay, so as you know, I've been knitting some socks. The first time I have used the Knit Picks Felici, and it is Stone Harbour is the colourway. My gosh, I know this has been on my wish list for so many years, and this was gifted to me by the lovely Kelly. Hi Kelly from Lay Family Yarns, and it is amazing to knit with. It really is a beautiful knit, really. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I just love it. Absolutely love it. I definitely will be using this little piece up. Don't worry there. I might see if I can crochet something to see what it's like to crochet with. But these are my socks. I absolutely love these. Obviously, I can't wear them now. But these, I am going to keep these ones for myself, as I say, because it is the first Felici. And I did these 2.5 mini circulars, my likeys, because I love those needles. Teresa, it's your fault. You've got me really hooked on those. You really have. And the cuffs, the heels and the toes are, which was another in the package from Kelly, is silk from Regia. And I just thought when I got them out, they just went so well. And the only bit of thingy is there was just an extra row or two at the top of that yellow. But apart from that, look, we are matchy. But to be honest with you, that doesn't bother me. I really don't mind about things like that, you know. Just the way I am. So yeah, mini circulars, I am a size 5, so because I do 2.5 mini circulars, I do 60 stitches. And as always, as you know, I follow the Christine Perry vanilla socks, because if it weren't through there, I would not be knitting them. So yeah, it is, I'm loving them, absolutely love them. I just can't wait to wear them when we get to sensible weather. Okay, so I have actually cast on a new pair, because as you know, we all have to have a pair of vanilla socks on the needles. And I got everything ready, and I got all ready and all prepared and all that lot. And I said to Glenn, I went got me needle box, and I was going through, and because normally I like to do my vanilla socks on my DPNs and my pattern socks on my mini circulars, but because I didn't have either or, when I did these, I just whipped out my mini circulars and you know, just knitted them up basically. But now I've got my new book, as you all know, and I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll do the patterned ones on the mini circulars and my normal vanilla on my DPNs, which, because I love knitting on DPNs. And there I was getting them all out, and I only's got one set of likey DPNs in the 2.5. Why? I don't know. Because as you know, I always do 2 cuffs, 2 legs, 2 heels, blah, 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 and have a pair of socks. And I said, I don't understand this at all. So anyway, so obviously I had to order a pair. So I've had it from Wool Warehouse. So I've had notification they'll be here tomorrow. So I cast on the cuff. As you see, I just put a little bit of cream into there, and I got carried away, and I thought, right, stop now. Because you know, you need to cast on the other cuff. So as I say, they'll be here tomorrow, the other DPN, so I can do that. Right, so the yarn, yet again, 2.5, 60 stitches, all the norm. The blue, which is the cuff, which is going to be the heel, but the toe I'm going to do in the cream. This is just a plain undyed, which I have in my stash. This is a Fable Drops colour 103, and I am doing these. Where's the one that I've not started, because that way, here it is. Yet again in the yarn from Kelly. This is the Regia. And I never know what's what with them, but I'm assuming one of them, ooh, can you get it there? One of them, I reckon that will be the 831. I reckon will be the colour number. But look at that, that is like me in a ball, isn't it, with my purples and my blues. But I am thinking these, I might give these as to Rebecca as one of her Christmas socks. I might, we'll see. But yeah, but as I say, the actual the way they're knitting up is really pretty. It really is. So as soon as I get my other DPNs, I will be able to cast on the other sock. And oh, it's a tail. There we are. Hopefully he won't take anything today, because last week I was, oh, actually I did pop up. What did I pop in here for? I can't remember now. And he nicked me little yellow duck, so I don't know what. There he goes. What are you after? Little one, what you want? Right, so I am absolutely loving those. And then also, these is already in the bag to be cast on. Now, as you know, I said I got the Happy Feet book, which is Christine Perry's new one, and I am going to be casting on the maze. And these, do you know, I forgot this last week, didn't I? This is called oh dearie, mosaic knitting. So I haven't cast them on because, as I say, you need concentration, and I'm just doing anything easy. So all I'm doing is anything easy at the moment. So I got gifted by my lovely friend Susan. So hi Susan, this beautiful, oh my gosh, yarn. Look at that. That's all pastel. There's pinks in it, purples, lemons. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. So that is going to be the contrast colour. So thank you ever so much, Susan. Oh my gosh, I couldn't wait to get this. And as I say, when it starts getting a bit more sensible outside, I am going to cast these on, because look, I've got all my needles ready, all ready to go. Actually, don't say that they are. Oh no, I thought they were, no, they're not. They'll be 3 mil, because I always do my top on the 3 mil. And the main colour is going to be this, because look at that. So this is the main colour, and this is going to be the contrast. They are just going to look amazing. And that is, where's my label? Oh, I haven't left it in my other bag. Oh, hang on. Because I had these in here first. So, here they are. Look at that, see? Organised, I didn't even know it. So I'll pop that Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit yarns in there. Unfortunately, she's not dying anymore. And there's this one. I've never tried this one before. This is Ammo yarn. And this is Colourway Dark Intense. It's a Merino 7525. And that's the label, but it's Ammo yarn. I don't know who they are, I must admit. They've got an Instagram, so I'll have to have a look on Instagram. But this was gifted to me. I think this was one of Kelly's as well, actually, if I remember rightly. I was originally had in my head another purple, but it's funny, isn't it, how I will quickly say, when I was working in the shop, and obviously I was on the quilting side of things there, and a lot of people, you know, quilters used to come in and say, oh, you know, I need a blue to match the blue I've got at home. Have you got a sample? Because the hardest thing to carry in your head is colour. Because as soon as your eye hit all the other colours, it kind of all disappears. So what I always used to suggest to do, and a lot of them used to do it, especially when you go to the big shows and stuff, and you've got like a sampler quilt or something on the go, just get a bit of paper, have a snippet of fabric and tape them to it. And I would say the same about the yarn as well. You know, say if you're going to a yarn festival and, you know, and then you've got something on the go, like a colourway or something like that, and you've got some colours, rather than taking the skeins, just snip off a bit, you know what I mean, and tape them to a bit of paper or card, put it in your bag, and it's there all the time. Because let's face it, we don't know when we're actually going to hit a yarn shop or something like that, do we, or a fabric shop. So it's always handy to have them in your handbag. And you know, and because then it is a match. Because I honestly thought that, and my other purple was going to go with this when I saw the photograph of this yarn, but no. As soon as it came, it was this one. It's weird, you know, because your mind, you know, the hardest thing to do is to carry colour. It really is. So there you go. That's my top tip for the week. What you got? Oh, you got it. You got my oh, what's it called? My sheet pencil sharpener. Little devil. I knew he'd get something off there eventually. Okay then, right, so that's the knitting. Now we're going to get over to the crochet. Now, oh, he's left it down there, that's good. As you all know, I have been making the Flower Power cardigan from Sabido. I have actually left the pattern downstairs, and I am going to be honest, I could not be bothered to go down again. Anyway, right, you've seen the pattern enough anyway. So with the way that the hexagons are done, and there is a few layers, you know, obviously in the hexagon, it is going to be a beautifully warm cardigan, and I mean it's going to be lovely. Let's make sure that little ladder's gone before I go back. So I've got the whole thing put together. I'm doing the bottom band, but as I say, you'll see in a minute, I was praying to get it finished today. I really was, before today, but it just didn't happen. So all I've got to do is do a couple of more rows on the bottom, and then the band all the way around, and then, but the cuffs, I tried it on because I took it round to Viv's on Friday when we went and had our and then we had our craft morning because we have donuts and tea. Oh, I love it. So we have that. And I said, I tried it on, and I said, the sleeves, because the sleeves are coming here. I said, I really don't think I, you know, about a cuff. She said, oh no. She said, but just finish it off in a way that matches everything else. So once I've got this and the bottom done, I will do a last row of something to finish it off, which then I will just go around the cuffs, because the cuffs are straight. I've put the triangles on that's supposed to be. But this is it so far. Hopefully you can see it. So as I say, and this is the bottom. I'm going to do a couple of more rows. I think 5 is going to be nice. I think I'm on 3 there. But oh my gosh, I absolutely love this cardigan. As I say, it's so thick. But look, as I say, it's nice and square, so I'll just go around with a pretty edge. But oh, it's been so much fun to crochet. It really, really has. So once it's all actually complete, I will put it out, I give it a good wash and put it out on the line. It's all done in my lovely favourite Home Bargains yarn, which is 99p a ball. I know it's 100% acrylic, but you know, this cardigan, I've got so much of the actual colours left that I've already got plans for that, so that will get used up. So out of it, so that's one, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 with the centres. I'm going to have a whole ball of this, at least a whole ball of this over. So that'll be 6. I've done this for under £10. Plus, I'll have something left, some left over to do some as well, something else with it. So, you know what I mean, I can't complain. I always find, I don't know if anybody else is the same that uses this yarn, that it seems to be the more you use it, the less it comes off the ball. Because I seem to have so much left of every project. It's really, really weird. It really is. But as I say, you know, you might have to bear with me for the next couple of weeks. You know, I've got to wait for it to get cooler before I can actually get this finished. I've tried putting it on something and then I always do because I'm left-handed, but I crochet right. I'm crocheting away, but I'm just finding it too hot to have anywhere near me, to be honest, at the moment. So yeah, we'll see if I can get it done for next Monday, but if not, it's supposed to get hotter, so we'll see what I can do. But I absolutely love it. Been enjoying this so much, so much, and you can't really complain at a cardigan like this for under a tenner, can you really? And it's going to be so warm. That's going to look smart with my popsy dresses. So, I love it, absolutely love it. So let's put you down there. Now, just a quick one. I have had a lovely message left on YouTube, my comments from last week, by a lovely lady called Lynn. So hi Lynn, and she's an all-round crafter like most of us here. And she said that she would love to go have a go at crochet, but it's holding the hook. Now, when I used to teach crochet, because when I was up at the shop, I was a teacher. Obviously I worked behind the counters, but I was also a teacher of patchwork and quilting, and I also taught crochet as well. And I think because I'm a left-hander, but I crochet right-handed, I was easy enough to help people if they would be either or, if you know what I mean. Because my mind works one or the other. Because Glenn, he laughed his head off when I was putting these hexagons together, because because my mind naturally goes to pick things up with my left hand, like you right-handers do the same, wouldn't you? So I was picking up these hexagons, and then I'd have to remember to transfer everything over to the right side, and every time I was doing that, and he was going, "What are you doing?" I said, "It's just the way my mind works." I said, "Leave me to it." I said, "It's just an extra move, that's all it is." Anyway, whew, getting off tap here, look. Anyway, but it's holding the hook. Now, what I will say to people, crochet actually is easier to do than knitting. You have one stitch. All you have, not like with knitting where you have God knows how many stitches. You have one stitch, okay? Now, when it comes to holding a hook, you get these in these books that go hold the hook like this, hold the yarn like that, and I think personally, to me, nothing against the designers, nothing against the publishers or anything, is that it shouldn't be there, because I think it puts people off from the beginning. Now, I always used to say, because obviously I've got my new tulip hook. I absolutely love this hook, and I've got the Amour, is it the Amour from Clover, which I've used for years, but I will say I prefer this. This is not hurting my hand at all, where eventually this one was making my hand tired. But if you want to start, obviously, these are like £7 plus, depending on where you go. It feels loose in there. I can feel that rattling. It's, depending on where you go, these can be quite expensive hooks. But if you're just starting, as you know, it's just, to try something out, just go for the normal metal hook. If you think, if it clicks in your head, and then invest in one of these, because these are, is it ergonomical? Ergonomic, one of them ones that's good for your wrist. There you go, because I'm not good with me words. Right, let's get to what I'm saying. Put the hook down on the table. Let's move you down. Oh. Right, okay, there we go. Now, this is what I used to say to everybody, right? Put your hook on the table, like that. Just like, doesn't matter how it is, just put it on the table, right? And then pick it up how you feel comfortable. Ignore what's on the pattern in the books and God knows whatever, right? Just pick it up. Now, for me, because I've told my story loads of times, I hold my hook like this, right? And that is literally, my thumb is against there, and I go like that, right? And there is a reason, and that is how I do it. With the, and then my yarn, let's get a piece of this yarn. Hang on, let's do a slip knot. Pop that in like that. Now, my yarn, I hold with my fingers like that. I do that with knitting. That's my tension. And my tension actually goes over there. But if you're already a knitter, right, let's, I've got a 4mm hook with 4-ply. That's going to be really, because normally it's a 4mm with your double knit. Oh, come on. There you go. Right, that's it. Right. Okay, so there's your chain. Now, say, for instance, if you're a knitter, and you hold your needles in a certain way, it doesn't matter if you want to hold a hook the same way. There is not a rule on how you've got to hold your hook. When I was teaching, I had ladies that was holding it literally and was doing it like knitting, but they were crocheting. So it doesn't matter. So all I can say is lay your hook down. Get a hook, even if you go to the charity shop and just buy a hook, just to start off with. Hang on, where am I? There you are. Lay it down on a counter or on a table in front of you, and then, don't think about your stitches or anything like that. Just concentrate on the hook. Pick it up like that. Just pick it up, and then that is going to be your natural way of crocheting. It really is. So let's bring you back up. Oh, there you go. Back again. Hang on, a bit more. There we go. That's a bit better. So that's all you've got to do, Lynn, is basically just lay it down, lay a hook down on the table, or anybody that wants to give it a go. It's your natural way of doing it. You don't want to have in your mind someone else telling you something else in your mind, okay? Basically, put it down, pick it up. Otherwise, if you read in a book, oh, right, hold your hook this way or that way or whatever way they say, hold your yarn this way, and that you're concentrating on that rather than the natural way of the way you should be doing it. Right, I hope that helps, Lynn. I really, really do. If you have any more problems, or if anybody have any questions like that, leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do to help you. But as I say, lay it on the table, pick it up. That is going to be your natural way of doing it. Okay, and then start with your chain. That's all I can say you can do. Okay then, right, so what have we now? Oh, I've got another crochet. Actually, I haven't even shown you. Oh, I have. I've showed you the cardigan, mate. Right, if you remember last week, because I'm doing a Christmas, obviously I'm starting my Christmas presents, as you do. And I found this lovely pattern on Ravelry of a crocheted shawl, which is the virus shawl, but it had the granny in it. And oh, I loved the pattern. I did. I read through it, but it was the counting and all this, that, and the other. And I started in 3 days, well, evenings. I had a little piece like that because obviously there is a lot of counting in it. And I thought, my mind ain't in this, you know what I mean? It's just, I just need something, anything now at the moment to pick up and just do without thinking. So yesterday afternoon, while Wimbledon was on, the men's final, I know, I frogged it back to nothing. And I thought, oh, I tell you what, I'm going to go back to my good old granny shawl because I love doing this. I don't even have it, you know, I've done this pattern for donkey's years. I haven't even... It's probably out there somewhere, but it's just something that I've just done in my head, but I'm sure other crocheters have done the same. And as you know, I am using the colour wheel from Sirdar, and this is shade 206. It does have, where are we? Here we go. It's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. I tell you what, it's the first time I've ever used one of these and I am enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. And then from yesterday afternoon, as I said, I just needed something, well, you know, afternoon when Wimbledon started, until last night, until I went to bed. Where's my front and my back? That's my front. I literally got that done. So, yeah, I could have this finished quite easily, very quickly. And it is just lovely. I could actually, if leave it with me for a couple of days, a couple of weeks I should say, and I'll write it out and I could put it down below, because as I say, it's such an easy pattern. It really is, and it's effective, especially, you know, obviously I know I've got a colour wheel, but you know, it's easy to do as well with the you know, with rainbow yarns or a certain just one colour. You know, it's one of those crocheted shawls where, you know, it's just grannies, and as you all know, granny squares or grannies anything is my favorite. I just love doing grannies. Now I have this left. Now this obviously is a DK. I am using my 4mm hook with it, and it is if I don't have enough, I'll just finish it off with cream, I think. Yeah, because I'm going to finish off with that, but I can't see why I can't have enough. You know, I shouldn't have enough, but you know, if I wanted it a bit bigger, I'll just do a cream edging. And then what I normally do is, because I think the actual outside of the whole thing needs something, and I normally do the crab stitch. I love that stitch as an edging, so I'll do that around the outside as well. But say if I get to like do a couple of rows of the dark grey, and I find that it is a nice size, then I'll just edge it off, finish it off with the dark grey around the outside anyway. But you know, I'll just play around with it until it's finished. But yeah, I absolutely love this, absolutely love it. Okay then, right, so that's what I've been up to this week in the craft world. There's been no cross stitch. I haven't picked it up. I know I'm doing a Christmas one, but I just haven't felt like it, to be honest. And I will be honest with you all, just haven't felt like it. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so there's no stitching this week. That's just yarny goodness, I'm afraid. So I do apologise about that. Hopefully I'll see if I can get some cross stitch or some sewing in, but I don't know. Anyway, right then, so I've done that. Now we have, and what have you been up to? We have 4 this week. 4. Now, you have seen this person's work before. She doesn't know that she's on again. She didn't know she was on the first time. But she definitely doesn't know she's going to be on this time. And if you remember, a few weeks ago now, there was such a clever young lady called Julia. Hello, Julia. Who had done a pattern and everything all by herself, and I shoe her work. Wow, my goodness me. Her mum had contacted me again in the week and asked if I could do it as a surprise. And I will say, I hope you're both feeling so much better. I sent all my love and hugs because bless them, they've both got the, the dreaded, I know, bless their hearts. But anyway, Julia has knitted this little French Humpty Dumpty. Now, isn't he adorable? Why this little Humpty Dumpty is so special and why Julia is so special is this is from the, now I have written it down and I always get the woman's name wrong. It's that the Jane Greeroff, yeah, you know who it is with the toys. It's one of her patterns. Now, as we all know, the patterns then were written completely different to what they are now. So for a young lady, I'm sure her mum told me she was 8. Oh, she might have been older than that. I'm sorry, I can't remember. Oh dear me, that's bad. And I didn't write that bit down. Oh yeah, she is 8. I was right. Right, anyway, yeah, she's 8. And she had read the pattern and knitted him all on her own. Didn't ask her mum for any help or advice whatsoever. I tell you what, this young lady's mind is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I will say, he is absolutely gorgeous, Julia. He really, really is. You are such a clever young lady. It's unbelievable. She kept asking her mum for this, one of these pattern books. And which is lovely to hear, and so luckily Melanie managed to grab hold of a second-hand one for her, and she was so excited when she knew it was coming in the post. Yeah, I know, Julia, your mum's told me everything. And yeah, so honestly, he is amazing. You are just an inspiration to us all. You really, really are, and well done you, honestly. Oh, absolutely amazing. Second up is Sandra. Now look at this quilt. Wow, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now I'm reading my notes. Now this actually has been made for her niece, and her niece is having her first baby, which they already know is a little baby boy, in September. It's a play mat, and the pattern is Ye Old Toy Shop. And she did all the fabric from stash. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing, Sandra. Honestly, he is going to absolutely love it. And so is your niece. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done. Well done. Right, okay. Number 3, we have Anne. Hi, Anne. Now, these here are a complete set. They're a baby leaf. It's a baby leaf blanket from Layla Aliva. The sweater is from Raya Birdrook. You picked some good names for me this week, haven't you, Anne? Right. And the yarn is and the hat is from Ooh Baby. The actual yarn that the whole set's knitted in is an acrylic, and it is what she got from a charity shop. Wow, there you go. Absolutely, there you go. And that is a beautiful set. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love the way that you've incorporated the leaf all the way through. It's absolutely beautiful. Well done. And I love the colour. I must admit, the colour is absolutely gorgeous. Right, and we have here we go, number 4. Now, I woke up this morning to this lovely message. This is from Lindsay. Hi. And now she has sent us a few photographs. And Lindsay has knitted 2 pairs of socks. I'll put those 2 up together. And then I'll put these two up together as well. There she's made a dress, and she's also made the tea cozy, which is on Jubilee. That's it. She made for the Jubilee. And another all-round crafter like most of us here. So absolutely brilliant. And I will definitely be replying to your message very soon, because you did ask me a question, but I will be replying to that soon. So well done, Lindsay, well done. So what a fantastic week of what have we been up to, eh? Absolutely. And I love the mixture. There's a mixture of crafts and all that there as well. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I had a message from Lorraine. Lorraine, you know who you are. But I did have to laugh. But I'm glad she did actually get in contact with us, because John Arbon, is it John Arbon Textile? John Arbon, anyway, we all know, has obviously on their YouTube, because over the weekend they did a few of free spinning and natural dyeing classes, and that was the bit that made me laugh. I ain't gonna say, but Lorraine has said that they are actually now available on their YouTube channel for people to watch. So I do agree with you, Lorraine. Thank you so much for letting me know, because I'm sure that there will be some people out there that would love to watch. I am definitely going to be going downstairs while this is uploading with a nice cup of tea and my crochet, and I am going to be doing that, sitting there and watching them. So it's on John Arbon, okay, on their YouTube. There is free tutorials and that on their spinning and natural dyeing. I think that is going to be really, really interesting. So thank you so much, Lorraine, for thinking of us all, for letting us all know. We do appreciate it. Right then, okay. So we've got a packed one this week. Okay, now I have the nice. As you'll know, next week I will have a naughty, because I've actually bought me needles for these socks. Because I don't think I've had anything else this week. No, I don't think I have. I've been a good girl again. Not. Okay, right, I'm back. I've just come downstairs to get my editing done, and I have just remembered I have got a naughty. And I contacted this lovely gentleman and asked if it was okay if I could let all you all know about him. He was so happy. Oh my gosh, on Etsy, I was looking, I've got my, with my wheel, there she is. Ooh, my God, ooh, there she is, there's Dot. I've been doing, obviously, my spinning, my tour de fleece and all that lot. And I have a how many wraps Ashford thingy, but I would like to have had a wooden or anything that would tell me how thin my yarn is that I'm spinning as I'm going, which I thought would be easier. Well, I went on to Etsy and I found this, guys, in the UK. It's postage free. Oh my word. He is John. Oh my gosh. Do you know, this is really good, mate. That's his name, John. Oh, is it? Sorry. It's Laser by J. I'll put it there for you. It's so hard when you're holding it. Laser by J, and his name is John. Look at that. Little sheep. He does UK, which this is a UK thickness of yarns, and he also do US. And you get this as a little thank you. Oh my gosh, worth every penny. So if there's any spinners out there that would like one of these for for the thickness of your yarns, as I say, he does in the UK as well as the US and Canada and all that. Look on his Etsy shop. Sorry, I put you down, didn't I? Laser by J on Etsy. His name is John. Well worth it. John, thank you so much. I absolutely love this. I'm glad I found you on Etsy. I really am. As I say, this isn't sponsored. I did pay for this, but oh my gosh, I had to give him a mention because it is just amazing. And the little free gift. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Ah! So, John, thank you so much. Bye. Not like me, is it? Well, it is actually, because this year is a no spend, is it? On yarn. Anyway, So the lovely friend of mine, Joe, hi Joe, from So Can Joe, you'll have to pop over and see her, because she's on Instagram, she's on Facebook, she's got all links to her work she does and where she goes, because she does shows and stuff. Absolutely lovely. I would love to meet Joe, I really would. And she saw this in Ravelry, and she thought of me and treated me to this pattern. As soon as I get this crochet shawl off the hook, I'm going to cast this on. As you can see, it's crochet grannies around the outside, which you do first. The inside of the shawl is knitted. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? But the way it's done is you start from so you get the crochet grannies, and then you make them and then put them together as like that, and then you'll pick up all the hundreds of stitches and then you go in. I know, I've never done one like that before. I'm so looking forward to doing this. So I reckon I'll get this done really quickly and then I can start. But I'm going to ask you all a question here. Now, I always, I will say always, have knitted or crocheted in acrylic or wool, right? That's just the way when we were kids, weren't we, in the 70s, it was all acrylic, really, or you got your really itchy wool that no one could wear. You know what I mean? But then it changed in the 80s to your fashion yarns and that, and so on. Saying now we're lucky enough to have all our indie dyes and that for our sock yarns and so on. But if you remember when I was, I am still doing the Laurie Holt granny along for the summer. Now I went and brought, on my no yarn spend, but you know all about that. I went and brought some cotton yarn. I had a load and I just had to top it up of the Stylecraft. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, but it's 100% cotton yarn in DK. This shawl, I'll pop it up again. This shawl is done in a DK. Now, what I'm thinking is, I would love, because the colours of that cotton yarn, because I could sit and carry on doing all the different granny squares, but I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And I like to have a project, that I'm working towards. And have anybody out there, or would you advise that I actually do this shawl in 100% cotton yarn? It's a big shawl, I know, and I think it would be ideal for the autumn and the spring, but I wouldn't wear it around the neck. I would actually wear it as a shawl, like if I'm out in the garden, or if I just need something to pop on my shoulders indoors. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of them anyway, but I just think this pattern is amazing that it's got the two things involved. And also the knitted part, what I've read, is actually garter, and then obviously you've got your holes. But I am just so excited about this pattern. I really am. So if there's anybody out there that's done it and advised me, no, I wouldn't. I hope not, because I really would like to use my yarn. But anyway, you know what I mean? I would like to hear your advice. I really would. But as I say, it's not going to be right round the neck one, because I think it looks like it's quite a large shawl. So it's going to be one over that will just be, popped over when I'm downstairs and things like that. So let me know if you think that'd be a good idea or not, because I've got the yarn. So as soon as this is off the hook, I could start it just like that. I could, just like that. If I had my cardigan finished, I would have already started it, but I can't have too many projects on the go. That's my problem. So, and then also, as I've already said, there was another nice, which you've already seen in the sock section, which was from my lovely friend Susan. So hi Susan, hi Judith, and hi Paul. Thank you so much for that yarn. I did actually tell, I know, where is it? It's in here, isn't it? I know that Claire from Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit Yarns don't dye anymore, but I am going to tell you. Passion Flower. That actually is the name of the yarn. But as I say, unfortunately, she doesn't dye anymore. But I wish you could, it's a bit, you know, more purpley and pink and lemon. It's beautiful. So thank you so much, and I am definitely going to be getting this on the needles, definitely. So there we go. Okay then, right, I think I've blabbled on enough this week because I'm way over my half an hour, so you're going to have a bit of a long one this week. So, but that's everything that's been going on here so far. But as I said, I'm going to go downstairs, get onto YouTube and have a look at the old John Arbon and see what they were doing over the weekend, and get this shawl done so I can cast on my cotton one, because I can't see. Anyway, we'll see, won't we? So what I'm going to do in a minute is print off that pattern, and yeah, so you spoil me, but thank you ever so much, Joe. Thank you. Okay then, right, so I'm going to love you and leave you all. Please, please, please stay safe in this weather. There is a warning out apparently, so, and they're advising people in the south of the UK to only go out when necessary, and apparently it's going to get worse, but we will see. We have one flake of snow here in the UK, and the whole country come to a standstill. But you know, sensible. That's all it is being sensible. Okay then, right. So I will be back on Monday as always, and I think that is. I'm looking around. My little boy's gone now. Bless him. He's probably flopped on somewhere. So please take care, stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye. Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. A very hot southward coast of the UK. And what was it? That was good, wasn't it? And I'll do it again, V.